Welcome to the Q&A session with Master Teresa Yeung. I'm Lama Tantrapa, the founder of Academy of Qidao and creator of Qigong Coaching. And today I'm delighted to reintroduce to you Master Teresa, who is a Canadian master of Pure Land Qigong. So behind her you can see a banner. It says purelandqigong.com. You know where to find more information about her work. Thank you so much, Teresa, for being with us today.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. Your work is important.
Wonderful. Well, we are going to have probably a few people joining us today. And the format of our Q&A session will be very simple. I will ask a few questions that I have thought of or that people submitted to me earlier. And then we will also open the floor for additional Q&A session once you answer the questions that I asked. And probably it will be about 50-50 or whatever the distribution of time will be, we'll go with the flow. The number one question, of course, that I wanted to ask today is about your background. It seems like you are of Chinese descent, so maybe you can tell us a little bit about how you got into the study of Qigong and how you became a Qigong master.
Thank you for that. So my teacher actually came to Toronto to retire. It's almost 30 years now. And then it is a family friend. So I just get started the next week he's in town. And then we will not even know how famous he is at the time because just uncle retired in Toronto. Yeah, that's how it started. So, and then we started in the parks, in my home, in my basement. And then it actually very enjoyable. Do you want me to share a picture of him or not? So if you do, I can do a little sharing. I actually made a story if you allow.
That's your picture.
I actually made a story of myself because I worried if I die, people didn't know where the Qigong comes from. So that I just said I better make one before no one. If I even get too old, I cannot even remember. So give you a little thing is that's the teacher.
For that, physically, Grandmaster was a natural athlete, and as a young man, selected by the Chinese government to learn different kinds of Western sports. International coaches ranging from Western fencing to swimming, gymnastics, track and field.
Well, we probably don't want to watch the video right now, but I see that there's a guy that's getting kicked in the ball.
That's right. Got the idea.
So what inspired you to study with that teacher?
I was asked to do it because it's a family friend. If the father got bored in Canada, it's not so good. So I'm supposed to entertain him and see what he likes to do, and he liked to have Qigong class. Then okay, I can pull all my uncle and auntie together, and that's how we got started. For the first say half year, all my friends and that, and pull them in. That's how the fun of life is. No coincidence, right?
Right. So basically, you started doing Qigong not because you were sick or because you were suffering, but just as an entertainment for the uncle.
Well, actually, I was also not well, but because at that time I'm only 37, 38 years old. So I did have lung tuberculosis when I was young, at 20. So I actually had a hard time getting my energy back. It's almost like I would be sick, fever, temperature, cold every month and a half at a time. Headache, migraine, digestion problem, and knee pain, arm pain, neck pain.
Huh.
But then I'm still young, so you can deal with pain. You can be sick. You can still do it. But then it came into my life. Oh, qigong I haven't learned, so I don't have to pay. I think it's a good idea. So let's see what it's about, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, essentially, majority of people that get involved in Qigong have a particular reason why they did it. It's like something motivated them to look for it. And in a sense, it kind of fell on your lap, which I can relate because it kind of fell on my lap too, since it was a part of my martial arts training with my grandfather. So I was not sick and falling apart when I started learning it. It was just part of my training. Now, would you tell us a bit more about the process? How did you actually end up becoming a Qigong master?
Actually, that would be something I did not want it at all, because it's just a lot of responsibility come with a title. So what
A
happened
reluctant
is,
master.
yeah, what actually happened was, if people like stories, I'm actually very open talking about my stories. I wish other people listening to my short stories would hear that they have a chance too. Because what happened is, about 1 year of Qigong, and all of a sudden, I actually lost everything in my life and have $30 to buy grocery. I used to have a house and 2 cars and everything. The husband actually, no secret. I even put it on my book, he gambled. So, and then like a whole year and repeating, and all the money is gone. The bank wanted the money and we have to sell the home and all of that. And then at that time, I already a mother of 3 young children, 5, 6, and 11 at the time. So I just have to make a decision about what I'm gonna do to raise my children. And I don't even have a university degree. I can only be an office worker or something. And it won't even be enough to pay for the rent probably. So I did get a job next month after I sold everything with $30 in my pocket to pay grocery after paying the rent. So I worked for a month, and then my teacher he felt very sorry for me. And he said he will come out of retirement.
Out of retirement.
He's not going to retire anyway. He's teaching Qigong, but he said he's not going to retire now. He's going to make the Qigong become a business with me, so that I don't need to do odd jobs, and then there'll be enough money. He's very, I didn't know he's very good. I didn't know how good he is. I saw he is good at healing and, can heal people and teach well, but I don't actually know. But at the time, because he's offered that, then wow, I would say, you're a single mother, your children, you have no place, no job really. If you can make a career out of something that helped my health, I already got better. In a year, I could stay with cats already. I used to suffer very difficult allergies and cannot stay with cats for a few minutes. I had to run to the drugstore. I could actually literally stay with the cats for 4 hours and start to feel the nose itchy. I was already shocked by what happened to me.
Yeah.
Well, so the idea is, okay, then let's do Qigong. Then just kind of, that's the thing. Get people in the class, and then we also do one-on-one healing session. And that's how one step to the next step. And a single mother could be a very useful person to the society. And when he crossed like 2006, and that's when he passed the work to me, because I was his first student and follow him. Like, this is our career together. So it's naturally I would have to take on the work, or I would have to find another job. Then I just took on the work to carry on to spread the good news of Qigong and do healing work and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how you became a master?
Yeah, it was passed on to me because he died, so I have to take it. So when he died, then he passed on to me, and that's how it happened. So in a family of lineage, usually there's only one master to the lineage. So it's just natural for me to take it on. So it was quite a journey because that's talking about 2006, and now is almost 20 years. So
19 years.
it's a lot of years.
Right. So you've been doing this professionally for a while. And one of the things that I know you've done a fair amount of is the distance healing. Can you tell us about it?
Distant healing. Well, the distant, we are actually very much into the application of Qigong for external Qi in our practice. We really run the business like a clinic. So people book a session to have healing the whole day. We are doing people one at a time. We're very busy clinic. And then the teaching of the class is something else we do, but the main work is every day treating people like a doctor's office. And in a half an hour, people book the next one. So he's very strong healer. So the remote healing come afterwards is because I experienced him doing remote healing. Basically, what fascinated me was he just threw some qi in the sky, and then we stood at home to pick up the qi, and then all the students is in different cities, and it actually worked. So we had a couple times of that, but I haven't figured out how I could do it. But that was what happened. So during the pandemic, as I moved on to online, I was doing healing online, one-on-one, and I felt sorry for a lot of people do not get healing work because people has to do it online. And that's when I thought, how can Teresa teach remote healing on remote? In person, we've been doing many years, but how can I do it remote? And that's what's experimenting the last maybe 2.5 years, how to do it. So, and then now it's maturing into a 7-month program that people will have enough knowledge how to facilitate the qi, how to do, how to, people in the room and how you send qi to the person and all of that. It's a fun journey. We can even send some qi to the people in the Zoom room. If they actually open the screen, I can let you experience me. The idea is everything is not that it's difficult. It's just about how do you train yourself to the professional level. Everyone can do healing on people, but is it good enough to make it into a living that people will pay you for your session? So you have to be very well defined what you're doing. Thank you.
Right. And is there any particular type of qi that you will be sharing with people in our Zoom room today? Or is it kind of universally helpful? Are there any counterindications?
Thank you. So what we can do is, I actually have remote sensing too. I look at the person, I have the idea of the aura and where they are blocked already. So if we're going to do the people say here, even people can listen to it afterwards, then we will do something like everyone can experience, even if they listen to the audio or video afterwards.
Right.
So one of the things we could do is, hi, Sully. Hi, Sully. How are you? So for instance, I will ask Sully. So Sully, if you turn your head one side, or maybe turn your head the other side, okay, or the other side. Just after you turn or you go up, you go down or something, so I can see you on the screen. Then would say is, maybe we can make one side of your head neck area looser. Would you want that? I can literally do everyone if they open the screen at the same time. So you like that? So which side of your head do you want to be looser? Deborah, which side do you want to be looser?
Right side apparently.
No, you put your hand where you want to, the side. So is it on the side of the head or at the back? Let me see. Let me scan you. It's actually here. It seems rooting a bit to behind. Yeah. Okay lah. So what we do is we will do an experiment. So what it is, when we think about something, we are asking that area to open, to receive, and also release the tension there, right? The negative energy. That's what we're trying to do. So, someone's joining iPad. So what we're going to do is I will lead a few breaths of relaxation, okay? And then say Lama or whoever, you can actually, even the people don't turn on the screen, doesn't matter. You can actually listen to the instruction I give you. And then later on, you will say you will expose the part of your area that you know the tightness is where it is. Say, if you know it's here, it's actually right here, or it's here or something. So then we just meditate and throw some energy there and then see if you feel better. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Thank you for willing to receive my chi. Head relax. Neck relax. Shoulder relax. Chest relax. Abdomen relax. Back relax. Arms, hands, fingers relax. Leg, feet, toes relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. So you know the universe over you, and the chi come down to you too. So now you can think about turning your head. So you can try your left and right. And then you stay, you want to expose the neck, this area where, this is where my tightness is. So you expose this area to me. Okay. And then we will meditate on that. So we meditate on that. Now it's there. So you think, breathe in, breathe out. So maybe alignment, I also make, say your left side too. Okay, so just turn a little bit. Just turn left, turn right a little bit. You're so powerful, it will be in no time you will respond. It's just about, so Deborah, fix where you want to do and don't move anymore. Just exposed, just keep that area there. So slowly you return to the same spot. So which side do you want me to do, Suli? You turn your head to the left just now, which is good. Stay there. So head relax. Just keep relaxing that area. And you can imagine that the negative energy, the stuck energy leave there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So everyone has chi. So my work is I'm trying to gather the chi to arrive to the area I'm working on. So your body is responding to me and bring the chi to where you are showing me right now. So now you can move left and right again. Just move around freely. Just have a taste of what's happening. It may not happen very much yet, but we can continue to meditate on that area together. Suli, how do you feel so far? Can you unmute yourself to let me know what you are?
I find that my range of motion is better.
Oh, okay. So because you are practicing the Qigong already, so your body already have a lot of Qi. But now we're just trying to draw them to arrive there for you. And then you are responding well because you are a good student, obviously. And then we say the student will become the teacher, obviously, too. Deborah, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
It's
My
turn
range of
around.
motion is much better.
Oh, much better.
And I
So,
do practice Qigong,
okay.
but I definitely feel a difference.
Yeah.
And
So,
thank you.
yeah, just turn more. Tell me where the tightness is more, because I know you're feeling
Okay.
better.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I woke up with this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
much better. I
It
mean,
is.
a little bit
Yeah.
here,
Yes.
like right, this occiput, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I actually see it in my mind already. Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
that, but it's looser.
Yeah. So let's focus on that for a moment. Focus on
Okay.
that spot. I'm actually going to zero in for you. So we work together like a team, right? Okay. Now I'll do her first, and then I'll do you, Suli, a bit more in a minute. Yeah. Okay. It's actually like around your, your head, the jaw to the top of your jaw. That's when it's where it started. It seems under your ear. I saw it's blocking here. That's the biggest signal is actually under the ear, right here. Yeah. So we work together. Just open it up. Allow the chi to arrive to you, and I assist you with the opening. And you have to be in charge too. You think. Yeah, move. It's changing. Move around, left, right.
Better.
So the energy continue. Keep meditate on it now. The chi is with you, and keep thinking about it. It will continue to do its work. So we'll do a little bit for Suli. Suli. So what would you like? Where? Oh, there. Okay. So how does it feel actually? It seems to run one straight line down.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just right here, run all the way down. You go all the way down here. I saw them. It run all the way down like this. Does your work require you to do a lot of lifting, maybe? No? So well, sometimes to find out how did you created it. Okay, now. So now we think about opening that up in your mind. Breathe in, relax. Yeah. Move your shoulder. Okay. Okay. Turn left, turn right. I also saw that you're locking here. Suli, right here. Just around here. Around here, you lock the energy here. This spot. This spot. So if you put your hand and then put a little pushing there, in general for yourself will be good for you. That's where you hold energy. Did you do a lot of exercise before or something? I don't know how you did it, but somehow you lock the energy here.
I think it's because I'm recovering from a cold.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, good. So that's how it can be done. Is that funny?
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So
Thank you
we
for
are
doing this
we
demonstration.
but so everyone, well, if everyone meditate on a health problem they have, they will improve. As the mind there, things will improve. But then when we can facilitate, add some external chi to help them, then they have two things work together and make life go, a bit easier for them. So we actually also have an offer for you if you want to have more fun with my student. We actually have a fundraising event on November the 2nd, which is 10:30 Toronto morning time. So we're gonna give half an hour healing in the Zoom breakout room. So maybe there are a dozen graduates will be doing it, and then the money will go to help the Uganda children to complete the community wall. So I will put a link there in a moment for you. So we welcome you on that, and we're doing other fundraising thing too. So maybe I let Lama to guide what I should be doing next.
Yes. I know that you've also done work with women going through menopause, and perhaps there are some women in our group or people who will be watching this as a recording in my blog who may be going through menopause or would be curious to learn
Yeah,
more about on that.
I know. Oh, thanks for bringing that up. You know
Sure.
what we as a woman a little bit different than men. Sometimes we just like to come together and talk, really, right? Isn't it? As much as we like qigong too, we also want to talk about other things, about children, or maybe the kitchen, or maybe just even what's the new style, anything could be. So at the midlife woman, so I already is an older age senior. I'm actually 67. So I had a very difficult life as a single mother. And I felt very sorry that woman actually had so much suffering sometimes at menopause and post-menopause time. So what we need to do more is, all the qigong works, right? All the qigong works, but then we want to lead the children, like as a family. Then we want to lead people to solve the problems together. So when I run the class is, you can join a class by donation coming October 30th. It's actually online, so it's for fundraising for the Uganda children too. It's actually a Wednesday at 7:00 something. So we'll show that to you later. So I like the woman to experience how it feels to be an all-woman community about practicing some qigong is all woman. That's all. It's not that we did qigong so amazingly special. It's just doing qigong, and then we spend some time on meditating on our problems. Right, woman has a lot of issues. We cannot talk about it in a men's class, right? But then when it's an all-woman class, we can talk about what's bothering us, all kinds of things. So we can even talk about how the uterine lining and different things is happening, and then we can also work on those issues. That's why it's a bit very sensitive topic that women need to be an all-woman environment before they will open and talk about it. So we like to guide people to meditate and put chi on wherever the problem is, like as a group, really. And then this has been something I have been doing almost 2 years almost 2 years now. And then the woman likes coming together. It's not a lot of women, but then we do have women that actually sign up for the whole year. They have different kind of classes they can join. They're making friends, and it actually is very enjoyable. So some of them come to my hotel meeting today because they are meeting their friends too, right? So something of that sort. But I must emphasize the fact is a lot of women do not understand we do have the power to manage our menopause and post and beyond. But sometimes we forget we are important. We get carried away to do all the things, but not to ourselves. And we are unable to focus on ourselves at all. It's almost a woman always will be missing classes because other things are more important. So if they are like this, how can they heal themselves, right? So that's why we have them. It's like we set up the schedule very clearly, and they at least have that time, an hour and a half time, usually on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Toronto time, and they will arrange that they will be free to join. And the way we do it is about 6 classes, and then we have a break. We don't keep doing it. We do 6 classes.
Mhm.
And then we maybe have a 1-2 month off, and there are some other things they can do on the side, but it's not they must have to do. So at least once in a while, they will commit themselves to 6 classes in a row.
Okay.
That's how the women's program is like. I hope you also like it. So Lemma, maybe we can collaborate on this one. Yeah. So we never know. Thank you. So any questions?
Well, I would like to open our room to questions. I know that Suli at some point was asking a question in the chat what the name of your master was.
Oh, the name of my master is Wai Cha Wu. He actually got the highest Qigong title in China. Is considered a national treasure of China, and then also had another title to help Chinese government to choose the best talent in the country, and he has been appointed a job to do that. So when he got all these things come together, come on, it's really his hobby. His main job is actually in education, in helping children in school education, physical exercise, and how to bring Qigong to the school. He did the I Qigong at the time, is get all the children in the whole city practice Qigong. The story behind that is very funny too, if you want to hear about that.
Sure. What's the city name?
Huh?
What's the name of the city?
No, the big city in China, basically, if it's not north, middle, then it's south. So we are in the southern China, in the Guangdong area.
Okay.
So at that time, actually, because the mother's eyes was bleeding when he returned home. The mother is already in 79 at the time. So, and then he created the I Qigong practice, and then saved the mother's eye from getting blind. So it become like a really big excitement in the hospital, because how could it actually happen? So he was doing healing on the mother's eye and created a system. So, and then because of that, so people got interested in what he's doing, and then went to research on it. And then, so because China, even one school can have a few hundred children. It's so many people really. The research is, after the research is done, so the children in the school in the city, and then actually they later on went out to the province, and then after that, then it slowly went to the country. To actually I was told that they actually did a video of my teacher teaching and then send it to the medical doctor in China to tell them about there's something about a qigong for the eyes too. That's how it got started, really. And then when we come to Canada, so it was lovely to see him and I met him and his teachings. And then after he crossed, then I started to also create programs, and then I put the eye program into a simple video course, really, so people can learn that way. And I give a 2 weeks trial for them to try and see if they like it and see if they will give themselves a chance for the eyes. So the idea is, my thinking is like this: after I die, then things will be finished then. Okay. So I have to think about how to leave some legacy behind, right? That's how I think these days.
Well, so when you're talking about legacy, that means he was retiring and he wanted to leave some kind of legacy for the students so that they would be able to learn whatever he was trying to teach, right?
Yeah.
But you said that there could be only one master in the lineage. That means that he either didn't have the lineage holder that would replace him, or that he somehow appointed you to be the lineage holder instead of him. How did it work out?
Oh, for his system is very interesting, because he already, as I said, the qigong is his hobby, really. He's also a kung fu martial artist and also a Tai Chi teacher for all kinds of Tai Chi forms. So he has been learning for all kinds of teachers and travel throughout China to look for famous teachers in all the mountains he traveled. Talk about his time would be, I mean, when he was doing that, when he was young, it talk about maybe 50, 70 years ago. So at that time, there are even train maybe not possible. They have to bike or very difficult to see teachers. So because he actually learned from all kinds of teachers, so he does not really have for his lineage is containing the teachings of all the big Tai Chi, Kung Fu families. And because he's already very famous himself as with his work, so nobody would dare to be said they are his teacher. He is already very famous himself. So that's why he put all the teaching into his own program. So when he come to Canada, when he put all his teaching into a program, so then that's how they were started. That is a program, because qigong has never been a job. It's actually his hobby. And then because of me, that he came out to do the work. And then I actually sat next to him every day, 360 days a year. Because say making a living, right? You have work to do, you work, right? You have class to teach, you teach. And that's how we actually do it. So just naturally, then I will be on the translator as I actually go west. I'm the driver, translator, I'm the marketer, I'm the teacher. And I also a family friend. I take him out for the weekend to have the meals for dinner with his family, his wife. We go shopping and grocery together. We really like a family, really. So we are not like it's a very close family. I would say the time I spent with my teacher, that time was the best time of my life. It was so good. So that's why he left me all his teaching in a box like this. I have always, he really good at documenting things. He write down all the things to me in many books. He handwrites it in, draw maps and pictures for me. Oh my God, a whole bank of information I haven't even started to teach, really. And then that's why he said he just handed to me like that. Oh my God, I have headaches, really. So that's the headache went on for almost 20 years now, right, Lama? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And the teacher obviously is training student to be a teacher now. And that's what I'm doing is training people to teach the Qigong form he created together with me. And I also created new Qigong form, say for balancing feelings. I put a new Qigong form for women because women cannot do things like a man such certain way. So I make it more soft for the woman and all the things doing, and now bringing the psychology into the Qigong. So we start to talk about how we change the mindset in a Qigong setting. How can we, it's almost how can you sort of touch the psychology and your subconscious mind level in the Qigong practice. I'd love to share with you what I was doing more in time.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Well, that sounds like a great journey. Also, it sounds again like a qigong just kind of fell on your lap,
Yes, it felt,
and
yeah,
you
it
ran with
actually
it.
did. I was scared to death at the time. Was I gonna have to be master now? I just horrifying actually. I was scared to teach my class and then also to do healing work. Oh my God, gee. But that's now 20 years already. And then since I already create over 100 of instructor and practitioners of Qigong, my teacher actually has no interest to train instructors or healers because he's already in his retirement. So he basically taught me, and then when he crossed, then I thought about the legacy. You can't just let the thing finish like that. So I must have to think about how to create a system so that some people can get the extra help, right? If they actually want to use Qigong like a clinic, we're very into like the clinical use of Qigong.
Well, I understand that
Yeah.
people who want to practice qigong professionally, whether as clinicians or as teachers or as coaches, essentially have to have a different attitude compared to the people who practice qigong or any other similar discipline as amateurs, just for their own benefit. They actually have to think about the benefit of other people, whether they're students or clients. And that's a different motivation. It's a different level of commitment. So I understand that you were saying that you were scared because, well, you had to
Yeah.
make commitment not just to yourself, but also to the
Yes.
people you were working with.
Yeah, can I do it or something? So that's 20 years now. That's why in these 20 years, I've been looking at how can we help the East and the West meet together? And then what can I do to make the bridge come closer easier? And then what can I do and what should I not do? And then I come up to have my own system now. If people are coming for emotions, I will start them off this way. But if they're starting off with physical pain, then I will start them off this way. Or maybe they just don't want to do any Qigong practice. They just need to assign a Qigong healer to send them Qi. And that's also need to be provided. So the worst comes to worst at COVID is we saw the people suffering. We could not go and visit them. And that's really sad. And that's when I thought, we must have to figure out how to do healing online and teach people how to do it too. How can we do it efficiently? And then my thinking behind this led me to experiment different ways of teaching and that. And then I feel that it really needs to give time. It's about time. So that's why I've been making commitment to myself is I'm gonna go to give 7 months of my time to help
7 months.
people to
Why
do the
7? Why
healing
not
work
6 months?
properly. Well, they don't have to see me every week, but it's spread out with enough time. Because the person want to do healing is also scared about themselves picking up bad energy. They're also scared about, can they do this? What about they have problems here? It's a very complicated process about doing healing work. The other thing I always feel sorry for the people with a love for people, even life coaches, for instance. So, or people doing yoga, or people actually just want to talk nutrition or something.
Okay.
A lot of times, people have to get clients, right? And then when they get clients, they need to get enough clients that can make a living, really. If not, they cannot do that anymore. So a lot of, I would say a lot of people I know that do Qigong has to wait for retirement before they can teach Qigong, because it does not give them enough income to do Qigong full time. Lama is different. A lot of people could not do it. That's why you teach coaching and marketing. It's important. So the next thing is, if they can do healing work and teach classes at the same time, then they can make a living much easier. And that's why I feel I must teach them how to do healing work properly, and they can make a living for the rest of their life. They always have clients to work on, because everyone knows people are aging. There are more problems, more health problems, for sure. And the Qigong class is there. But a lot of people don't want to practice. They just want to fix me. So you fix me, then there aren't enough healers around. That's for sure. And then that's the part I want to fill the gap. Make some good healers out. At least they can offer some help to those that want energy healing and do it better. Well, I don't want to put what came out is a lot of people doing healing work. Most of the time, they could be learning prana, healing touch, or Reiki, right? Usually is that.
Right.
But then the people doing Qigong to do healing work is more limited, because the traditional teachings of the Qigong is not encouraging people to do healing on other people until much later. So it actually, my teacher will be teaching the same thing too. No, don't do it. No, it's because I understand why. But then if that's the case, so when we are sadly, when we are sick, then we have no one to help us. That's really
And
sad.
also,
That's really
well,
sad.
wouldn't we want to learn how to help ourselves, how to heal ourselves?
Yeah, that's why the teaching is always about help ourselves and help other people. So sending healing, I call it a Fa Chi program. I named it Remote Fa Chi. The program is all about helping the healer to heal themselves first, and how to take care of their energy. So basically, the program is heal the person, and then heal other people, and heal the people in the same group classes, so to speak. But what I actually find out with this is very interesting. So the students show me something very interesting.
What is that?
The people, it's like I saw the people in love with themselves when they're doing this work. They're so happy with themselves, they can make a difference in other people's life right away. Like that. Well, they're so happy with themselves. And that's the new thing I did not realize when I first taught the program, is people really love helping people so much.
So self-love, self-acceptance are important, because
Yes.
without it, people are not really ready to heal themselves, and they probably cannot help others either.
Yeah, that's why the whole thing is, because it's a lot of commitment for myself too. That's why I'm gonna only teach one time a year. Only once a year I'm gonna do the class one time. And I just take care of that bunch of students for 1 year, and that's it. And then I decided to do it in the springtime, and then I interview them if I'm gonna accept them. If I do, then they are on board. If not, I don't want any people not right for the program to sign up, because it's gonna affect everyone for the 7 months. So, and then for me, is I guarantee they can do healing work for sure. I guarantee, I put my word on them, they can do it. So
Okay.
it's very useful. So, the good thing is, Lama
Yeah.
and the other people, I would think that when I'm sick, who's going to do me? So for me, is I want enough people around me that I just send a text that everyone can do me healing. Idea is don't need to see me. They know me. They can just throw it in the sky. That's what I'm creating. And then
Huh.
all the people want healing work can come to a healing club. It's like a club, right? We can make a club together, Lama. And then every just one that go there to get the club services. The tons of people want to do healing work, and they can pay a club membership. That's something like that. And then everyone
That's
can get healing and get trained properly. And then we also free people and with kindness, basically.
huh.
It's
So,
very
by
interesting
club, you
idea.
mean like you essentially creating like a community, like
Yeah.
similar to what we have an
Yes.
online community of people who are
Yes.
interested in energy arts. And
Yeah.
the only difference is that our community is free, and I would imagine the club would have some sort of membership.
Well,
Should be.
when I was talking to you, this just came out really. It was not on my plan before the conversation. What
Oh,
I
really?
have been doing is like this because I have different groups of students that study together, one group, another group. So when they have some health problem, they need help. Then for me, I send an email to everyone and see who wants to give this person help. And there will be people volunteer themselves and provide the service because we know how people were like, and we know how they were taught, and everyone in the program understand how Teresa taught them, so they understand they can trust them really, and then they can get healing session from each other, and that will be my lifestyle for a fully retirement. One day is have everyone know how to do energy healing, and then if Lemma need help, I just send a text out. Oh, Lemma wants help, just send him chi. And everyone's sure we love Lemma. Just send Lemma chi then. So we know Lemma. So we just all meditate together to get him healing at the same time. And Lemma just sit there. Okay, wow, I feel the energy coming in. That's it. And that's it.
Well, I
Yeah.
do really like to work on myself and not
Yeah.
depend on anyone else, even
Exactly.
though it's nice to have other people, community, or
Mm,
masters or friends
understand.
to heal me,
Yeah.
but I actually want
Yeah.
to be
Of course.
able to take care of myself.
Yeah, the man thinks this way.
Yeah.
But I understand that my teacher is exactly like this too. But then you know what?
Huh?
You want the truth?
Please.
The truth. The truth is not now. The truth is the last 5 years of one's life. The last 5 years. It's like the candle burned out to nothing at that time. We don't make chi anymore at that time. We're very weak. I saw people, because we like a clinic, we saw people dying all the time because at that time the chi was so low, they really need people to send them chi. Although they know they cannot, it's like they cannot generate it anymore. I don't know whether they cannot generate or maybe they're planning to die, so they're closing their ability to channel. So at that time, so that they can die, right? If not, how can you die? So my mother died at 92. My father died at 96. They all practiced qigong. They were conscious. They're not on heavy drugs. They're not on IV and that. So they have a lot of pain though. So as a daughter, I go there to balance their pain, so they don't need all the kind of they don't need it. They don't need all those stuff. Because I use the qi to calm down all the pain for them so they can be consciously well. And then my mother can have ice cream the half hour before she left. And that's what we need is that some years at that time.
So that's the exit strategy, as they say.
Yeah, well, you're strong. You're very strong and powerful. You don't need anything now. But I mean, for me, I saw how people go. That's why that few years of the time, And then if you don't want to wear a diaper, you need someone to send you to your kidney and that. So you're reaching that point of your life, you need someone to help you at the time. So isn't it nice to have all the help you want and still not need to pee on a diaper, for instance? That would need
that's
help.
really nice, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
And
that's my mother proudly tell everyone I never pee on a diaper, and she died at 92.
right.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, well, from at this time of my life, I just wish people to take care of themselves, practice some qigong, and make a difference to their life, and then tell other people it's really worthwhile to do some qigong. It is really sad to not able to get better.
Deborah is asking
Yeah.
how to get a contact info for Pure Land Qigong. I guess you can see, Deborah, that right behind Teresa there is the beautiful banner.
Yeah, we
purelandqigong.com.
yes.
So that's where you get
What
the
I
info.
here the pureland qigong eventbrite.com. You can click and you can sign up to the women's class for the healing sessions or whatever. So I usually put the event classes there. So and then enjoy the freedom. Feel free in the chair. So thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you, Teresa, for sharing about your personal history, the history of your master, the development of your Pure Land Qigong school, and also for sharing the Qi. That was wonderful. It was a beautiful little Qi transmission. So that was
Thank you.
the highlight of our event today.
Yeah, thank you so
I wanna
much.